I have been here since 1975. The African-American community started to come in the late 60s. All the businesses left. With the violence that grew in the city over the years.
Have a good morning. Have a good morning. Love y'all. Have a good morning. Hey! Welcome.
We're fighting the war of helping our babies identify or work through their internal and external battles. The internal battles are the things and the way they feel about themselves. Understanding that all students are not in loving environments. The external battles are the things that we can't control, right? The gang violence, the gun violence, the recruitment of being in gangs, bullying, things of those nature that they see just coming to school. And so those are the struggles of trying to find the balance in a learning institution, whereas how can I teach this child math and reading when they're facing all of these external and internal battles? We have to become more strategic on how we reach our kids.
So when we initially came to St. Sabina, we did have a scholarship, and they pretty much covered the full tuition. And now he is getting like a partial scholarship. It helps out tremendously. What I love most about St. Sabina is the community. My older son graduated from St. Sabina in 2021. And he was tragically murdered. St. Sabina was there for me through the whole process. They hosted his repast here at the school. If I needed anything, they were here for me through any aspect, whether it's making sure he got to school on time or anything. They were great. So I look at them as family, so I would never leave St. Sabina.
And that is what we're here to do. We're here to make sure that a quality education is available for the students of Arbor Gresham. And so it was just a natural partnership. St. Sabina needed our support. The Big Shoulders Fund and St. Sabina, they have had a relationship for decades. St. Sabina becoming a plus school now means that St. Sabina gets operating funds. But we have an organization like Big Shoulders Fund that can provide scholarships for the community, for the families who want to access this education, which helps St. Sabina provide the education that these families want and need and be able to pay their bills.
Action for Children CCAP is a state-funded program allowing parents to sign up their preschool students, which are 3 and 4-year-olds, with little to no cost tuition. It also allows, if you have a child that's in kindergarten through 12 years old, to go into the extended day program, which will be before and after care for little to no cost.
To see the impact for our scholar, whether it's doing prayer services or just in the class just doing fun activity where they can have a cool down time period after maybe having a frustrating academic learning period. A shift will happen where whether they came into that class upset and they may had a good time and they leaving out a whole nother way. They pretty much see me all the time, in school, outside of the school. What keeps me going is there's times where me and Father Mike will be walking around the playground and they'll say, "Hey, Father Mike, hey, Mr. McEntee." And I know it may seem a little bad that lines are supposed to be straight, but the young kids see me and they'll just go crazy. "Hey, it's Mr. McEntee," even though they see me on the everyday basis. So it puts a smile on my face.
We want your child to have everything he or she deserves here. And we couldn't do that if there wasn't a partnership with Big Shoulders and with parents and with the other events we do to raise funds to make this school to be everything it is.
I have 2 great grandsons, ages 11 and 13, in 6th and 8th grade. I'm their legal guardian. I'm raising them, had them since 2 years old. My son and my daughter graduated from St. Sabina in 74, 75, and they went on from St. Sabina with the high level of education, and my daughter passed. So my great-great-grandchildren, they're actually my daughter's grandchildren. St. Sabina gave them the foundation that they needed.
Here we do restorative justice, which is different from just having a dean at your school. So restorative justice is really putting in those restorative practices, meaning it's just having conversations with the students instead of having punitive consequences for them. We also have therapy sessions here. So when kids are struggling and having difficulties, we're able to refer them to our therapists as well. So we want to make sure that we're getting down to the root cause of what the kids' problems are instead of just having penalties and consequences for them without really getting down to what's really causing these problems here.
It takes a village to raise a child. St. Sabina is that village. It's that family. It's that foundation. It's a success story. It's home. So it's a blessing to be a part of this village.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
What sets St. Sabina apart from anywhere else is the community.
I don't believe the students just come for the education. We give them that academically, the push, but that love and support that they're missing from home and community, we give it here.
Raising my grandsons along is a challenge for me. It's a financial challenge. And they wanted bikes, and the bikes might seem so elementary, but that was something I could not afford. Big Shoulders last Christmas provided bikes for my 2 great-grandsons. It touched my heart. It was the best gift that they had received. It was given in such a way that it was a gift from the school, the gift from the village. I was so excited. I made up a song, Big Shoulders. I was so happy. The other example, which makes it possible for me to have both of my grandsons here, is a scholarship.
We want our kids to have the same equitable learning opportunities so that they become competitors in a world that already sees them differently.
Because your child would have an opportunity to get an education here that they couldn't get elsewhere. And the investment that you make now in your child's education is going to pay off in the future.
I believe that every parent wants the very best for their children. I'm saying that St. Sabina wants it as bad as you do. And we're saying if you trust us with your child, we will do everything we can to make sure that child succeeds and gets the educational, the formational, and the spiritual foundation to be a success.
Come on, you can learn about God, you can meet my friends, and we can just all be a family.
I would tell them that it's like a really good school. It's probably better than a school that they go to.
I just like the familyhood over here, how everyone is just together, and how we just all locked in and stuff.
So you should come here and join St. Sabina, where we're investing now for a brighter future.
St. Sabina! St. Sabina!
Come to St. Sabina. Together we invest for a brighter future.
Let it shine.